Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and jammers of all genders. I'm your host, PatchTheAlpha, and I'm joined here today by a very special, illustrious guest, longtime jammer, Instagram influencer, AJ photographer, I would say, and guru, Animatrixx. Say hi.
Hello!
I hope I said your name right, because I know I always have issues with saying.
No, you
Is
did.
it
You
good?
got it.
Right. So, is there anything I missed? Like, just introduce yourself in general. Like,
Okay.
what is it that you do on your channel and your Instagram?
So on my channel, I'm actually doing a new thing. I've had like 3 channels in my life.
Hmm.
And I guess all I'm doing is sharing my opinions on certain things because
Hmm.
I am 18 of years of old
Hmm.
and I am just kind of done overall playing, but I'd
Yeah.
like to still make videos
Yeah. I
and
see
it'd
what you
be
mean.
great to kind of be back where I was when I was JoJo3626. I
Hmm.
kind of miss having the subscriber count that I had,
Yeah, I
which
need
is like,
to. That's one thing I want to ask you in a second about all your accounts.
oh yeah, that'll be fun.
Right. So how many like? Right. Let's start this. How many Instagram accounts have you had?
Oh gosh. So I mean, besides like my personal ones, like
Hmm.
for my in real life friends,
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh
I've
no.
had JoJo3626 underscore AJ, which
Hmm.
was just my normal Animal Jam account. And
Yeah.
then I had JoJo3626.AJ, JoJo3626AJ, and then I had Animatrixx underscore
Oh
AJ.
jeez.
And then like those were for my
Hmm.
Instagram, and now I'm Animatrixx with 2 X's.
Hmm. So
And then
what happened? Why did you make so many accounts? Because I know one of them I think you gave away to your friend or something. I remember like ages ago. But what happened to all of them? I'm
so
sure
I
you haven't
actually
gotten
turned
banned, right?
what?
I'm sure you haven't gotten banned, right? On Instagram.
I'm trying to remember because I've had so many. Oh, that's right. Okay, there was
Mm.
2 times that Instagram deleted my account and I
Oh,
don't know
damn.
why. And
Sucks.
I just randomly found that out when I was at I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's in
Mm.
America. It's in where I live in Minnesota. It's called Nickelodeon Universe.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I've
And
heard of it.
yeah, so I was with my friend and
Wow,
I
having
was
a
in
fun
line.
time. Having a fun
Yeah,
time, and then Instagram just.
yeah, and I started crying
Oh,
because
yeah.
I was so mad.
Mm. Yeah, I see what you mean. Must have been terrible. Instagram's been acting up lately as well. Have you. You remember yesterday what was happening, right?
Oh, I was
Instagram
so
was.
mad. I was
Yeah.
so bored.
I wanted to cry because that was the day I was doing the live stream yesterday, guys. If you don't know, I did 8 hours of Animal Jam streaming, and I was trying to tell everyone that I'm live, but it didn't quite go well because Instagram wouldn't post my stories, wouldn't post like any of my posts. It was just terrible. Nothing was working.
Dude, I was so sad. I
Yeah,
had to go.
it was pretty terrible. But
Uh,
yeah, what was the highest followed account then? Because I remember you were like, you were rising your way up in the community. I mean, you still are, but what was the highest followed account that you had before? So people like,
so
what was the one that people remember you as?
so everybody remembers me as JoJo3626
Hmm.
because I'm gonna have to say because of legit Nick, because how close him and I were.
Hmm.
And
I think I remember
yeah,
that guy. Not too much about him, but yeah, I remember him. She's a
oh
name.
yeah. Uh, yeah, but him and I used to be like super duper close,
Hmm.
and I got what the cool kids would say now is clout, I guess.
Hmm.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
I feel so cringy saying
Nah,
that.
it's good. This whole podcast is cringy. It's okay.
But so I actually had 10,000 followers and then
10K?
yeah,
Whoa.
and then I
Holy
set my
crap.
10K account towards my in real life account. So now it's like
Hmm.
my photography account.
Mm.
and it's super nice, and
Mm.
none of them are active, but it's okay.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I kind of feel like a bit sad sometimes because like seeing how most of my followers have like left and stuff. Like, I literally get accused of buying followers now, and I'm
Really?
like, yeah, I'm like, bitch, I worked hard for all of these. Like, they're all my followers. Like, get off my
Oh, that's
back.
so sad.
Yeah, I know. But
Oh
yeah,
no.
it's amazing that you reached 10k. I mean, I haven't reached 10k on Insta ever. Highest
I
I've
thought
gotten
you
was
did at
8k.
one point, and then they all went down.
Hmm. Well, it's still congrats on that. I mean, it's quite a big achievement, especially in AJ. What
I'm
time
trying
did you
so
reach
hard to
that?
get back to it.
Hmm.
So, what was your question? Sorry.
What time did you reach that? Like that 10k? Was it back when the community was like really popping or?
Oh gosh.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think. It was when. Oh my goodness. This is gonna sound. I'm gonna spill a
Yeah.
tea on myself, but this. It was during the
Hmm.
time that I used to try to get attention from my account. So I
Hmm.
used to set my account as like a gifting account. I used to set it as like a trading account. And then it went
Hmm.
to a normal Animal Jam account. And then it was like all random pictures.
Hmm.
And then I would get into a lot of drama because of how depressed I was. Because I
Hmm.
would like show pictures of like self harm because I was doing stuff. And I was
Yeah.
such a bad kid. I was a bad kid.
Hmm. Yeah, I think we've all gone through our like worst time on Instagram, like the most just edgy.
It was so bad because
Yeah.
I lost so many friends, and like I
Hmm.
just recently started to admit that like it was to show attention, but it was also
Yeah.
to like try to get help and stuff, and it
Yeah,
was
it's good
just
that you
so bad.
acknowledge it and you did it for a good reason, like trying to get help and stuff, so that's good.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask about your YouTube a bit more, because you recently kind of sort of started back into it, right?
Yeah.
Did you have a YouTube before as well? How many YouTube accounts did you have?
I had three.
Hmm. So on this most recent one, I've actually like been keeping up with your content because I really enjoyed the video you posted recently. You know the one about. Do you want us to talk about that one? I mean, I really liked that video that you posted.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
totally open to it.
So for those of you guys who don't know, Animatrixx, JoJo. I'm just gonna call you JoJo. It's easy. JoJo posted this video on a channel about like basically telling her like hacking story, how she was involved in the whole hacking shenanigans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of explained like what was going through her mind in general, just like throughout all of time that it happened, right?
Yep,
So yeah,
exactly.
I really like these like AJ sort of story time videos. I know two of other of my friends are doing that right now. That I recently came back into AJ, and it's kind of nice because it's like really genuine, but also like interesting. You know, it's kind of like learning people. It's basically like what I did, but apart from that, like I did a 40-minute video telling people about the stuff I used to do. But yeah, I really like your short form and just sort of like storytelling. Are you gonna plan on doing more of these on your channel, like little story times?
Oh yeah, and I
Hmm.
like have a huge plan. I'm gonna use like the same thumbnail, but not with like it's gonna be based on what I'm gonna be talking about, but
Hmm.
it's gonna have like a computer in the background, and I
Hmm.
just have a huge plan for my YouTube, and I'm just
Yeah.
super excited to start off
All
with
right.
it.
Well, your YouTube and your Instagram are gonna be linked in the description of the video. If any of you guys want to check it out, I would highly recommend. You know, especially since you seem like a. I mean, obviously everyone will tell that you're really genuine and you really want to get back into AJ, right?
Oh
Going
yeah.
back into YouTube and yeah. So that's awesome. I'm glad you started back. What kind of sort of made you join back? It's not like you left, but like you sort of gained momentum, I guess you would say.
Oh yeah, I've quit multiple times,
Hmm.
like on and off of the Animal Jam,
Hmm.
and I guess my main thing is I miss the fans that I had. I
Yeah.
miss like the fan art. I miss like everybody was calling me JoJo or Mama
Hmm.
Moose Fox, and that's all I was known as. And now people
Yeah.
are like, "Oh, Animatrixx," and like I don't like that. I like JoJo. I like being
Yeah.
called Mama Moose.
Yeah. The OG names.
Right? And I miss having my fans,
Yeah.
and I miss having the family that I had on Instagram and
Hmm.
YouTube, and it was such a great community. It just,
Yeah.
to make the Animal Jam community better, you have to start making yourself better.
Yeah.
So I wanted to
Yeah,
start
for me
off
it
by
was
like,
always like not as much about the game, but just in general the community and the fan base. Like as much as toxic and just so many kids in the community, you can still make something good out of it. Like when you get your own following, you know.
oh yeah, like I know a lot of people are
Mm.
like, oh, it's based off of rares now.
Yeah,
Like,
we're gonna talk
it's
about
really
Res soon.
not.
We're gonna talk about Res
Oh,
because I've got like, oh, it's not right. We'll talk about that later. But basically, I sort of like talking about again about just with the community aspect. For the first time in literally like years, I actually enjoyed the game yesterday when I did that 8 hour stream. And I was kind of surprised because my friends were just messaging me, "Can you come on Fortnite now? What are you still doing streaming?" But yeah, I sort of for the first time in honestly like quite a few years actually enjoyed the game. Like my den was full at all times. I was just generally having fun. And that's mostly again just because of the fact I was streaming and a lot of people, and mostly because of the fact I was giving free stuff away. But it was just really fun in general.
yeah, I love the community. Like
Hmm.
as much stuff as I say bad about the
Yeah.
community, I actually love the community so much because
Hmm.
there's there's so much bad in the world,
Yeah.
and I feel like there hasn't been any Animal Jam drama lately,
Yeah.
and it's so nice and it's so peaceful, and
Hmm.
if everybody could just stop wanting rares for
Yeah.
themselves and just kind of like give out
Yeah, yeah.
things, I
Well,
just feel
my
like it'd be so
option,
much better.
I had two options. As soon as, because I started getting all these random spikes and stuff now.
Oh,
Which,
really?
but yeah, so I had like a whole list. So I was like, right, I either do a live stream sort of thing where I give them away for subscribers, or to prove a point that I don't care about the game anymore, I'm going to recycle a whole list of spikes. But I was like, well, I might as well just go with the option of giving them out since like my followers get them at least. Then, you know, I feel like everyone
Yeah,
would
and then
hate
you
me if I
gained
did the
like
other
100
option.
subscribers
Yeah,
too.
over 150 I think I gained so far. So hi to the new viewers that will watch this. But yeah, I was really debating whether I should just recycle every single spike to prove a point that, it's not about the game. But I decided to go with less, drastic measures, let's just say. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that's really good. Like
Mm-hmm.
I know a bunch of people that won't even like be thankful for it.
Hmm.
Like it's terrible.
Yeah. Right, going on into aging more, how long ago did you start Animal Jam? For me, it was 2011, but I remember you've been around for a couple of years. Like, I remember when I found out about you, and you've been around since all that time. So, how many years has it been?
So, I actually joined on December 10th, 2010.
Mm,
So,
2010.
that's
Right near beta,
it's
right?
what?
Right near the beta.
I the beta days were actually getting out.
Hmm. Yeah, I
So
remember
that
I
was
literally joined 1 year after the beta, and I was just kind of like, what's all of this stuff? Why do people want to trade for that? So,
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like,
Um,
yeah. I really regretted joining just that, tiny moment late, but yeah, it's
y-
almost for you. I think it has. It's almost been 10 years for us.
yeah, I'm
Holy
old.
crap! Yeah, yeah. I can't believe I would have stayed in this game for that long. I mean, oh, we'll talk about other games we've played in a second, but yeah, this one, like, I can't believe I've stayed in it for this long. And it's mostly due to, as we say, the community, but yeah, it's
Oh,
been a while.
oh my gosh. Like I will have friends show up in my
Hmm.
DMs, the friends that I had when I was like 10 years
Oh
old,
my god,
11 years
right,
old.
that's literally happened to me this month. This month, three friends messaged me that I haven't talked to for... One of them I haven't talked to for 2 years, I think. One of them for around 6 years. And the other one for like 2 years. It was like, wow. I had to like fact check them just to make sure they know me. Because I thought it might
Mm.
be someone like faking it.
Well, I had my very first
Mm.
friend on Animal Jam like recently messaged me and she's like,
Mm.
"Is this JoJo? Like, is this Jody?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Hi, it's..." And then she said her name and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my God." And I started
Yeah,
like
it's
freaking out.
it's really amazing, like how people still. One thing, like how people still always want to come back, and two, like how people remember the people they made bonds with.
Right?
Like I
Like it was
recently
just a
started
huge
talking
family
to
reunion.
one of the people I started talking to was Slushy AJ again.
Really?
Yeah, because she's been like, gone for a while, but it was so good to like, talk to her. Just update each other. How's it been going? But yeah, that was really fun.
She was I think
Hmm.
Sushi was really popular at one point. I
Yeah,
remember she used to be like the big like,
yeah.
oh my god, Sushi! Ah!
Yeah. Um. Right. So, why did you choose Animal Jam and not different like MMO games? So what I mean by that, like, there's a lot going on, like Moshi Monsters, Club Penguin. There was. I know you played one called IMVU or something, right? I think you
So
did.
I played a lot of
Hmm.
games. So I actually started off on Webkins.
Oh yeah, I've never played that one.
Really?
I've never played that one. No, I've never
Good,
played it.
don't start. It's
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 about like
really
these.
bad.
It's about like these animals, sort of similar to AJ, but you can buy like plushes of them, right, and enter the codes in and sort of like adopt them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems kind of
Um
fun for kids. Well, I don't know why, but I've never played it.
Yeah, it's actually so I actually recently went on and
Mm.
I found out that all of my animals died because that's what happens if you don't go on for a long time. They just die
Oh
and you
right,
can't have anymore.
that's great.
Um, and it's gotten a lot worse. Like
Mm.
it's not how it used to be. So I was like, well, this is not fun.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, after that I played oh my gosh. Oh, there was a game called Neopets.
Never. I heard of that one, but never played that one either.
It was so much fun. It's
Mm.
still fun. I still go on here sometimes.
Mm.
And then I used to play a game called Toontown.
Heard of that one, but never played it either. I
um,
think these are all like American-based games. Maybe that's why I haven't played about them because I know, like in the UK, like for me it was Club Penguin, Bin Weevils, Moshi Monsters, then back to Bin Weevils, and then Animal Jam because they were
yeah,
all like.
there's a fun fact.
Mm.
Well, and then after that one, I also went to Fantage, which I played on for a long time.
Mm.
But fun fact, I've never ever ever played Club Penguin or Moshi Monsters.
Yeah, I honestly don't know why I played Club Penguin. I really didn't like it, but I carried on playing it. Like I even bought these little cards that you would play with. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, and Moshi Monsters. I was addicted to Moshi Monsters. That was like
I've
my when I
never
was really
played it.
small, but yeah. Mushy Monsters was like really exclusive to UK because they didn't sell the toys anywhere else. They didn't advertise anywhere else. It was all like UK based, which is why they like kind of flopped. Like they stopped updating the game about 3 years ago, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's been like a real downhill ride because they didn't really do a good job with the marketing and stuff, and like the player base wasn't very, and you couldn't really interact much. You could just like write on people's little walls and stuff. It
Oh
was pretty
wow.
cringy, yeah. But yeah, I honestly like I started enjoying Animal Jam, so I just carried on playing it. But I never thought it would be like that long of a thing and have a mental impact on me. But yeah,
I was
so
also like super addicted to Wizard 101.
I played that one. Yeah, I actually played that one. That one was really cool, but I never got membership for it, so I couldn't like really enjoy that much of it. But I really did like it. It was the one
It
where you
was so
played
fun.
like as these wizards, and you had like these sort of card creatures, right? You could battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun. I liked it. And the graphics were really good for the time as well. It was like a whole 3D game.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
amazing. I
I
absolutely
remember my
loved it.
PC couldn't run it, my very old PC.
Oh no, it
So
sucked
yeah.
on PC.
Hmm. Right, I think this is where can you explain your main AJOC? So your Mama Moose Fox. So what kind of got you to create that one, the antlers, the spike, like why was the choice of items this way?
So I mean, on Animal Jam,
Mm.
I really wanted to create something that maybe reminded like me of me.
Mm.
And I was like, well, if I have 1,000 subscribers right now, who knows, maybe I'll grow. And so I created something that I thought would kind of just remind me of me, like, hey,
Mm.
this is a forever reminder.
Yeah.
And so I really don't even. I know I got the brown fur because my
Mm.
natural hair color is brown.
Yeah.
Um, and at the time that I created Mama Moose Fox, I
Mm.
actually had like blonde highlights, but
All right.
the yellow in my hair looked really weird, and so would the fur on the fox.
Mm.
So I was like, well, um, oof, 1 second.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, why can I not just end the call? That's dumb. Somebody's like calling me and it's a scam likely number, so it's being dumb. But anyways,
Mm.
so yeah, the antlers, I think I can't even remember, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
feel
even
like they
remember how
represent like you growing as a person and like your channel growing, like deer antlers grow. It's a
Oh,
nice metaphor.
that would be freaking smart.
Yeah. Just
um
pretend you invented that. Take credit.
take credit.
Once you reach 1K, I think you're gonna have to start using those massive epic antlers. You know, those from the diamond shop that like curve around that are just like
Oh
twice the
my
size of your
gosh.
animal.
But I don't know, like after
Mm.
I got art for it, I was like, wow,
Yeah.
maybe I'll stick with this. And
Yeah, it's a
then
really nice look.
yeah, and then after I mean, there's like a deeper meaning behind Mama Moose Fox,
Mm.
which would probably get like really emotional for your younger audience.
Yeah, it's good. You can go
Um,
ahead.
okay, so and I'm very open about this, so I
Mm.
don't want people being like, ooh, like uncomfortable and
Nah, it's good.
cringing
It's
for
good.
it. So when I was younger,
Mm.
um, I actually I was raped by a person that I actually knew,
All right.
and
I'm sorry to
so
hear.
oh, it's okay. And I actually I did end up getting uh pregnant, but I did
All
lose the
right.
kid.
Yeah, I see.
So that's where the Cupid wings came from because
Mm.
I was like scared in the moment, but I was like, okay, I gotta woman up here. I gotta,
Mhm.
I gotta fix my life. I gotta fix myself. So I started like having jobs and I was just like
Yeah.
getting ready, and it was ended up dying like
Mm.
very early. Like it was like, nothing came out, of
Yeah.
course, like just it
Yeah. Yeah, I know
all
what you
the
mean.
horror stories that you hear. It was like as if somebody, I don't want to be too graphic, but like it was
No, it's good.
as if somebody was taking like plan B.
Mhm.
I feel like that's so inappropriate for
No,
your
no, it's
audience.
completely fine. It's nice that you're being really honest and open about it. It's not something that like you would talk about to anyone. Like I didn't know this about you, and it's really, you know, emotional and good
Oh
that you're
yeah.
talking about it, opening up.
But like that's where the Cupid wings and the tail armor really came from, is
Mm.
like the armor just representing how strong like I felt I was
Mhm.
because I was young at that time. Like I
Yeah.
was
You
like,
must have been going through a lot.
oh
Like it
yeah,
must
I
have
was
been
going through
really,
so
yeah,
many emotions. Like I didn't know how to tell my parents, like
yeah.
I didn't know what to tell anybody, and I kept it a secret for a very long time because like I didn't like my stomach wasn't showing at all, so like
Mhm.
it just like it was like bad, but
Mm.
it wasn't to the point where I was relieved, but I was like really
Mhm.
sad at the same time because I felt like I did something to kill it and I
Yeah, I
didn't.
see what you
Like
mean.
I
Yeah, it
was
was
trying my
completely not your
best.
fault. Yeah.
And I actually ended up telling people later, and they got the guy in prison because
All right, but yeah.
I showed marks on my like on my body, like
Mhm.
on my wrists and stuff. And so that's what happened. And I remember
Mm.
I explained this a long time ago on my live stream
Mm.
um on Instagram. And I remember I got so emotional, but I've been more open
Mm.
about it. And when I created my Instagram, it was really to help
To help
other,
cope and like.
well,
Mm.
yeah, it was like to help cope, but it was like also to help other kids that are like self-harming. It was to help kids like in
Mm.
general, and
I see what I mean. Yeah.
that's that's also why I became popular, is because people had someone to go to, and that's
Mm-hmm.
why I was named Mama Moose Fox.
Yeah, I see what I mean. And that's a really good, like, way to help out everyone and, like, help yourself, I guess.
Oh
In a
yeah,
way, you remind me a lot of, Night Fury, our friend.
oh yeah.
Yeah, how, like, they also want to help everyone. It's really nice, like, having friends like you two around because, I know you've both been through a lot and it's amazing just, like, hearing your stories on here. So, yeah, thank you for sharing that. I mean, you really didn't have to, but thank you.
Oh no,
It's
I'm
not, I
so
know, like,
open
it's
about
really,
it, and I'm so open to like questions about it,
mm,
like where, why, like what was going on, like how did you know them and stuff like that. Like
mm-hmm,
I'm so open with that kind of stuff now. I used to not be open, but I was like, I would so much rather expose myself than somebody else expose
mm,
me.
yeah. Right, are we alright to go on to the next question, or is there anything else you wanted to mention about that? Like, I really don't want to cut
Oh,
you off or anything, because that would
oh
be...
no, 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 go
Yeah,
ahead. Like
alright.
I'm ready.
So who are some of your friends... I need to really change this question. I've got it written, and this is the second time I've looked at it, and it just sounds so mean and savage. What are some of your friends in this community, if you have any?
Patch,
I
I
need
don't
to,
have
yeah.
friends.
I
Um,
need to change this. This is like... But yeah,
so oh gosh. It's so hard because a lot of them like either quit or they don't quit.
mm,
I'd say I have a lot of friends. I have you, I
mm-hmm,
have Night Fury,
yeah.
or as I like to tease her, I like to call her Night Furry.
I do as well, yeah. Nye, if you're
um
watching this, hi.
Hi Night, love you. And oh gosh. I have my friend Rye, who is iridescent waters. I almost said falls.
Mm, mm,
And then I have Brandon
mm.
and when you have no friends.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I really put you on the spot. I'm sorry if this is a bad question. Like, I usually don't.
It's oh
Yeah.
no, it's not a bad question. It's like it's just funny because I'm
Yeah.
like, I wonder how many friends I actually do have.
Yeah,
And I'm
and
like,
sometimes it's hard to honestly like tell people like if you say you're someone's friend and they say we're not friends, that would be like a bit,
or
like
like
in the
if you
AJ
don't
community
mention
especially.
them,
Yeah, in the AJ community especially, there's like so many snakes, so you've got to be really careful.
oh, I know.
We'll go on about that later, you know. But yeah, so are there any popular jammers that you're a fan of? Like, do you watch any still? Do you keep up with any? I mean, the
No.
half of them that haven't quit so far.
Um, I don't. The only people that
Hmm.
I do like, I think, is Cherry Fizz one. I think Cherry Fizz is recently one. Um,
Is that Cheerios? We talked about Cheerios. Is that them? The Cherry O's.
well, like Evan is the ambassador, and I really like Evan. Evan's like such a
Can't
sweet guy,
relate.
but he has strong opinions, man. He has
Yeah,
strong opinions.
I know.
But like,
I
if
meme
you
him
talk to him about
quite
his
often.
opinions, oh, you will get the tea. I swear.
Yeah, I meme him quite often. I really don't like the guy. I mean, I don't really know much about him. Like most of the Jambassadors, like I'm literally like, who are you? But yeah.
Yeah, there's Jambasters that I just don't like.
There's a Jambassador with 400 subscribers that has recently been put on the program, and I'm kind of like, okay, whatever.
I thought they said something about like 10,000 and up. Could they not
Yeah,
find anybody
that's how it's
else?
supposed to be. But just because everyone's quit, now they're trying to add as many people to prove other games relevant, I guess. I don't really know.
Animal Jam, you always have me. I'm strong opinionated.
Would you? Oh, that's a question for later, actually. But yeah, just thinking about you as a Jambassador is something I've had in mind. But anyway,
Oh yeah.
how was Animal Jam back when you first started compared to like how it is now? Was it better before? Like, can you remember?
Oh no, it was freaking amazing. I
Hmm.
loved it. I stayed on Animal Jam for 24 hours
Yeah.
or even like 72. Like I would stay up so long playing the
Hmm.
game. I would get yelled at so much
Hmm.
too. And so Fun fact, we actually had monthly gifts,
Yeah,
monthly member
I know.
gifts.
Yeah, the member gifts. I couldn't get them because at that time we didn't have membership in the UK here, and I couldn't buy stuff online, so I was quite screwed.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And then also fun fact, we didn't have jambassadors. We just had famous jammers.
Yeah. There was no jam. There was no like people who are associated with Animal Jam. Who have to act all nice and good and positive. Give the
Right.
edgy.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, like it was it was so great because
Yeah.
there wasn't like 10 jambassadors.
Yeah.
It was literally like
There
4 or
wasn't
5
like
famous
there
people.
wasn't this thing I like to call a hierarchy, like 5 people on the top, like thinking, that they rule the Animal Jam community basically, like the top
Right. And
5
then
dogs.
like there will be so I remember so many people that you would consider as like popular.
Mm.
There was Lilac Petal.
Mm.
Um Liberty wasn't really a person that was famous until oh my god. Oh,
Mm.
fun fact about Liberty, she
Mm.
became famous in like a day.
Really? How did that happen?
I don't know how it happened, but I remember getting so mad
Mm.
because
Mm.
because I was like really jealous and I got
Yeah.
really mad. So I always said that I did not like Liberty. And I absolutely she's like drop dead gorgeous and she has a beautiful voice and I was so
Yeah,
mad.
she is quite pretty.
I was so mad, man. And um but yeah, Liberty became famous in like a day. Like one
Mm.
day you wouldn't hear of Liberty, like you didn't know
Yeah.
who the heck she was, and then the next day, boom,
Mm.
Liberty's a
I remember
person.
she's from the UK, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
she
she was
is.
like one of the only UK like jammers that got quite popular.
Oh yeah, and she got popular really fast.
Mm.
But and then so I said Lilac Petal,
Mm.
Liberty, and then Julian 2 was a huge one
Yeah.
next to Woot Moo, even though Woot Moo just didn't freaking talk, so Woot Moo was a
Yeah.
mystery.
I talk to Wumu now and it's kind of like, nice because I occasionally look back through his videos. Don't tell him I said that. But yeah, we play Fortnite now occasionally and it's just like kind of nice to see like, how he was played at
Can
AJ
you
before.
please like introduce me one day? Because
To Woo.
dude,
Yeah, I'll hit you up with Woo.
yeah, dude. I was okay. Fun fact again.
Mm.
I enjoy the old like famous jammer team. Like
Mm. Yeah, when they all
I
used to
miss
like
Lilac.
collab more and sort of make videos, right? That was quite fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
honestly
like
liked it. I remember one video. I know there was some people I really hated in that, especially one, Pepper. But anyway, there was like this video they made all together, like mocking each other's intros, sort of thing. Like the not the musical intros, like the thing they say at the beginning. So like, hey guys, it's
yeah,
Julian.
I remember that.
That video just made me laugh a lot. Like that was one of my favorite like Animal Jam videos, I believe.
Yeah, and then oh, what was I gonna? Oh, yeah, I wanted to become friends with Lilac so bad, and everyone's like, "But Lilac is a really bad person." I'm like, "So am
Yeah.
I. So let's be friends."
I
Let's
know
see if the
Lilac's
world
been
works.
like going through. Well, now she's kind of sort of quit, hasn't she?
Yeah, she quit fully.
I remember like when she was going through a lot, like at the time when she was getting a lot of beef as well. Like I remember recently, like now she's really old now, like I was, but she was like moving house and stuff like that. And she was going through like major depression as well. I think she was posting about it.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, I was kind of like, I was looking at it and I was like quite sad.
That's
And also,
so
I thought Lilac got abducted.
You thought she got adopted?
Yeah, I thought she got abducted, like stolen, like yeeted out.
Oh, abducted.
Because this one time, she just posted like this picture on Instagram, like of a shed, saying goodbye, and it was like a shed in the middle of nowhere. Like, I was so confused. But then she explained that she's quit, and I was like, oh, okay. But it was just like such a creepy like little image. I remember that picture. I think I might have it saved somewhere. But yeah, it was just like, wow, woke.
Woke. Oh my gosh, and if I can and then I remember when Bepper was Kosho. Nobody remembers when Bepper used to be Kosho.
I remember when Bepper was Kosho, and I hated her from the very beginning. And just, you know, once she started talking shit to me on Instagram, that's when I really got to see the full Kosho. I would still prefer to call her Kosho because it feels like she kind of tried to run away from that username because she did a lot of bad shit on that. Didn't she, like, scam, bully Lilac, things like that? Just to list a few.
Just a lot of drama between her and Lilac happened.
She was in general, like, she's just an attention-seeking bitch, and she just looks for any drama she can jump on, even if it doesn't involve her. It's really pathetic. Like, I'm not sure if you remember, this was about 2 years ago, maybe 3 now. We was having this massive argument on Instagram, like, posting about each other and stuff, and obviously she got, you know, tons of little fan 10-year-old minions onto my page, as they all do. But yeah, I remember having a back and forth with Beppa. I think she's probably, like, the most, you know, popular jammer, I guess I argued with.
Well, ever since Apari became a SoundCloud rapper.
That's great.
But like, and then like, oh, who was it? When I was younger, I actually had a humongous crush on, yep, I had an Animal Jam crush, big time, on Infinity Magic Hero.
Infinity Magic Hero? I don't think I've heard of him.
He was really close friends with, I think it was like the entire Famous Jammer crew, but it was like, one person
I remember like being around at that time, but I never really heard much about him, was like, I don't even know his username. Very Kind Guy or Very Nice Guy.
Oh my
god! Who was that guy?
Oh, do I?
Like it was like the very first Apari. I'm pretty sure Apari stole his look.
So, Very Kind Guy. Let me just pull out the book of Very Kind Guy. So, Very Kind Guy, XX, was friends with, he was a part of the Famous Jammer crew.
Yeah.
And after everybody found out that he wasn't very kind at all, that's when he kind of quit Animal Jam.
Yeah, everyone started to realize how much of a snake he was, did they?
I can't remember if he was backstabbing towards people, but I remember Lilac was talking about how those two weren't friends anymore because of certain, like, that he wasn't actually nice, like he was actually super mean. And it was enjoyable. The drama back then, you guys, it was nothing compared to now. Like, it was great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then who else was a part of it? Lauren was never a Famous Jammer until later.
Wolfie Cat, right? Or Animal Jammer 330, as many people might know her.
Yeah.
She recently, bit of tea. I mean, I really still like her, but she unfollowed me on Instagram, you know, like, Lauren, what's up? Come on. We know you want to follow back.
I thought she quit, though. Isn't her sister and her, like, I thought they, like, quit.
No, she's still, like, she kind of, like, has a personal page sort of thing running, I guess. Like, she sort of just, like, posts photography and things like that. But, yeah, I talked to her quite a lot on DMs, so it was, like, quite surprisingly seeing her unfollow me. But, you know, no tea.
No tea.
Just slightly disappointed. But, yeah, what's your... To the next question now. Like, this is kind of a general one, but I know it's, like, a important one. What's your opinion on drama in the community in general? Like, just all drama.
Okay,
how do you think it impacts people, and what do you think of it?
When it comes to drama, nobody but everybody wants to somehow be a part of it.
Yeah.
I think, personally, I really try to stay away from drama. Like, I don't block anybody, to be honest. I tell other people to block and ignore, but, like, I don't do it myself. I guess when it does come to drama, though, my opinion on it, I don't think drama is bad until you're bullying someone.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think when you bully someone, you're a coward, and I think you really just don't deserve to be on the internet.
Yeah. Like, even just recently, I you know, my videos are sort of things I make, like content critique, just kind of like looking at people's channels or like pages and kind of like seeing what shady stuff they're doing. and like a guest
Yeah.
critique and two. I was literally just gonna make one of these on another person. You know, Howl AJ, right? That cunt in there on Instagram. I've posted about him all over, but I'm not sure if you know about his page. I mean, it's pretty irrelevant. He acts more relevant than me, but it's honestly irrelevant. But yeah, I was just gonna make a content critique on him, and this guy just starts outright bullying me about my disability, and I'm like, oh, okay. Don't cry too hard, you know? It's kind of
Yeah.
just like people get over the top with it. Well, I can't
Yeah.
exactly say. I mean, I would say, 50% of the drama in the community.
But see, like, I think that's what
But
I think
the way
really.
I think about it is like, I'm the one like calling people out for genuine like bullshit, for doing bad stuff. But I don't know. I mean, I'm occasionally in the wrong too, and I accept like any criticism for that as well. No one's ever like perfect, no one's ever right all the time.
Right, no, exactly.
Mm.
I really do think that it just really sucks because people become famous by either having rares, by either
Yep.
having drama going on.
Yep.
And
I feel like
that's
that's how
me.
my Instagram popped off. Not by being rare, just the other one.
Dude, I remember when you had drama with Madame Posy. Like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
when I met you.
Yeah. Madam Porsy. Madam, if you're watching, we still haven't done that Fortnite 1v1. She's been going on my page and begging me to unblock her, but I'm like, yeah, sure, we need a Fortnite 1v1. Because I remember she said she wanted to play PUBG with me. It's like this game, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, and I was like, I'm more of a Fortnite type of guy, but 1v1 me on that and I'll actually unblock you. And she hasn't really responded, so, madam, if you're watching, hit me up.
Hit me up.
But yeah, it's just really stupid. Like looking at some of the drama, it's honestly ridiculous. Like these kids posting about each other, and it's really cringy.
Well, and then like,
But then you see like major things. Like I don't want to mention too much, but I've kind of got a jammer on mind that I've got a video of him screaming the N word, and I've got a video of him doing rude gestures to his PP. You know who I'm talking about, right? The blue guy.
I'm sorry, but just how you said it. Just how you said it made me laugh.
If you guys don't know, by the way, I'm talking about the blue Apari. But yeah, I've got
Whoa! Wait, what?
Yeah, the blue Apari. That's what I was talking about. I've got quite a lot of dirt on him, and he actually, shit talked to me a lot. Back near that whole Bepper argument.
Yeah.
The Bepper beef. He made a bunch of posts about me as well, telling people to, I think, report or block me when, he does all this shady shit. So I'm like, buddy, I've literally got videos of you, calm down.
Wait, he was...
Funniest thing is, Try sent me one of the videos, and one of the videos was sent by my one of my Discord followers.
Wait a minute.
I've got a lot
Try
of
and
stuff.
him were friends still.
No, they recently had this falling out, remember? When Scum, sort of hacked her account. Unless they're friends again, I mean, I don't know. I still have the video saved, though, from Try, so... What's your opinion on, people like Scum or Try, then? Because, sometimes I feel bad for Try. I look at some of the stuff that Scum's done to her, and,
So, I'll be completely honest with you on this. So...
Oh, also, my bad, because I think this is the second episode in a row where I talk about Try, and people started, shipping and stuff, and I'm kind of just like, please stop.
So, I'm not a huge fan of Try. So, the only reason is... I mean, I used to like Shayla, and I think it's because of her own past, which I know I'm such a hypocrite.
Yeah.
I should not judge based on past and stuff, and I'm trying really hard to fix that.
Yeah.
But with the whole thing that happened between her and Scorm, I just kind of didn't like either of them. So when I say that I don't like famous jammers, I really don't like famous jammers. There are famous jammers that I like despise, and there are
Mm.
famous jammers that are like okay, and then there are famous jammers where I'm just like, yeah, I really like them.
Mm.
Um and I don't know, Scorm, like he looked too much like an F-boy in my opinion.
Yeah,
So
and
I
he
was just
really
kind of
is
like,
one.
well, I was literally like, I remember he would look through my stories a lot, and I was like, you don't
What?
even
What?
follow me? Question mark. And I was really confused.
Mm.
And
I think he still
but
has
at
me
the same
blocked, by
time,
the way. Like, Scum, come on. You raided my stream and got me a few subs, but you still have me blocked. Like, what are you doing? Oh yeah, you know
but
my 24-hour Animal Jam stream, that thing I did. I'm surprised I
yeah.
woke up after that. He raided my stream and got me about 50 subs, so I thought that was alright, so you know. I just don't know, like, what his opinion is on me, which is quite interesting, because, like, he did that whole posting about me, like, he blocked me, and then he raided my stream, and it's sort of like, I don't know. I don't know what he's up to, but I know that I've
But
personally got a lot of stuff on him, so I'm
well,
thinking about
I
making a
used to
video, but...
be like the common person. I used to actually like Scorm a lot. Like I
Mm.
actually had, oh man, when was this? This was a long time ago, but I had like a huge crush on Scorm,
I
and
would say,
I was
right, I like Apari more, like, as a person, but I would say even Skull made better content than Apari.
the thing is, I don't even like a okay, I'm holding a grudge against Apari
Mm.
because he scammed me when he was the username 7, like
Damn.
that number 7.
Mm.
And I just hold a grudge
I hold the
because
grudge of
everybody knows
Apari
him
just
as
because the
Apari.
way, like, treated his fans and, like, left by leaving a 2-minute pathetic video. You know, it was really not good enough for the amount of years that his fans dedicated to him and all the things they did for him and all, you know, the fun times he's
Yeah, and
had. A 2-minute
I'm
video
just
is
like
pathetic.
I'm literally mind blown with the whole how he gave his like account to his girlfriend and stuff.
Oof.
Like
I made 3 videos on it if any of you guys want to watch.
I'm
My very
I just
first video on Apari really blown up. It's got like 5,500 views now. It's my
I
best
don't
video.
even I don't know how to even explain my opinions on that.
Hmm.
Like at the same time I feel like they're like
Yeah,
really
that girl a
cute
hoe.
together.
She only in it for the, you know, for his channel and stuff like that. He's probably got a lot of money saved from his AJ career.
Maybe. I mean,
I
I
mean,
don't know what he's planning to
how
do
did
with
he...
SoundCloud, but
Yeah, that's not going well either.
I don't know that
Especially
one
after...
song that he the
Especially
one
after I
song that
gave
he
the link
introduced
to
him on.
about 200 people.
Oh, I actually like there was
Hmm.
actually a song on there that I enjoyed and I was like jamming out to it and I was like,
Hmm.
I should not be doing this.
Yeah, I mean, they're not too bad. It's just I hate how he like quit Animal Jam all of a sudden and he's like, I'm a SoundCloud rapper now, guys. Bye.
But but here's the thing, when you
Hmm.
hear what he's been saying in his rap songs, you're like, he was a Jambassador?
Yeah, I know, right? You could always tell that like Apari had this like edginess in him, I guess. He wasn't fit for Jambasta, and I don't think most of the people are fit for Jambasta. I think this whole Jambasta thing's pathetic. We'll get onto it in a second about the Jambasta thing, but the whole program's just bullshit. It's cancer. I hate it.
I agree.
Got a bit triggered there. But anyway, what is it that makes you stay in Animal Jam in the community or just in the game? Like I know you
Oh
mentioned
God.
it's obviously the followers and the friends, right?
Oh yeah. And it's also because I do have that goal of I do want
Yeah.
to be Jambassador, but like for the good things, for like
Mm,
I want to be Jambassador for like I want to turn it around if you know what I
yeah.
mean. Like if I were to get up to a certain point, like if I could get to like a party stage, I will never get to that point,
Mm,
but if I did and if I could have influence on Animal Jam like
mm,
Kate and stuff, I would tell them like, "Hey, I think we really need to start listening to like
yeah.
these people who have ideas. Like,
Yeah.
let's put
That's
dinosaurs in
sort of
the
the
game.
same thing
Let's
Night Fury was mentioning, like it'll just be better to have a stronger connection with because the people that run Animal Jam, I mean we'll talk about that in a second as well. I've got a few questions about that, but the people that run Animal Jam, like just the community managers are just absolute idiots. Like they have no idea what they're doing, they have no idea what the community wants. They're managing things in extremely poorly ways. It's just pathetic, but Yeah, I do think that some people being Jambastic could potentially benefit, like the community in general.
Yeah, and I wish people looked at it the same, but like
Mm.
a lot of people want to become Jambassador for the fame of it. You know what I
Yep, just for the
mean?
free
Like,
trip to VidCon.
yeah, and I don't want that.
No,
Like,
that's
if I
cancer.
could, I've tried so hard becoming
Mm.
like well known in the community, and I did once,
Yeah.
and I screwed it all up, and I like think about it all the time.
Mm.
And
I'm sure
there
you'll
was one
definitely
time
get back to the point you're wearing even better, because you're really trying with your content now, I see, and, just keep going at it.
well, I mean, like, with my Animal Jam story times, like, I'm
Mm.
gonna leave those, like, uncut, like, unedited, not
Mm.
only because I have a really bad, gross editor,
Mm.
but, but, just
What
because I
program do
want
you
to be
use?
real on my channel.
Hmm. If you ever need like a program, I've used this like free one. It's fairly simple to use, but like I mean, I'm really new by it still. It's got like basic stuff for like cutting, like distorting, enlarging. It's called Shotcut. If you ever wanna try out.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah,
interesting.
I know. A friend of mine, Plebbles, recently got back into AJ. She started using it. I recommended it to her, and she already makes
I feel like
videos
I
that
know
are
that
almost.
username.
She makes videos that are almost better than mine. So yeah. Um, this next question is like you really don't have to answer this one, but it's kind of a dark one, a deep one. Do you ever see yourself quitting the community or the game?
Um, I don't unless there's like a good reason. Like if it
Mhm.
has to deal with like if I have to really if I quit, it'll be because Animal Jam is shutting down,
Mhm.
or I will quit because it's like a life-threatening thing for me.
Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. Alright, it was good that you're gonna be around for a while. People can
Yeah,
expect a lot
I'm
more stuff from
excited
you.
for my new journey.
Mm. Right. Oh, that was the same question I just asked about the drama. Anyway, do you think that the jammers that do fuck up deserve to be exposed? Like, relevant or not? I'm not just talking about, like, my
Um,
sort of content, like, where I do, like, content critique and exposing people, but do you think that, like, it's not exactly, like, drama, so not, like, starting drama, but do you think if someone does something, like, scams somebody, for example, they deserve to be exposed on it and, like, made videos about and
oh,
things like that?
oh heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh heck yeah,
Yeah.
because I
And do
think
you
if
see
you
people doing this enough? Because I've noticed everyone's just trying to do this kid-friendly AJ content, and I'm out here just kind of like I don't want to say ruining the community, but sort of like just. Do you think you see enough of
I
this sort of like calling people out for bullshit thing?
I follow quite a few people that do expose, but they're like really small accounts. So
Hmm.
they're trying their best, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
they're doing their
Everything
best.
counts. Like even if you're smaller, if you still call people out on it, you'll do a difference eventually.
Yeah,
It's good.
and I really appreciate the people that do like call people out like you're protecting someone else
Yeah.
from stuff that they've worked hard at.
Don't try to become Jammer Shade though, kids. Don't try to do
Oh,
that.
please don't. Please don't.
Jammer Shade was
Oh,
just
they got
basically it just consisted. It wasn't like they tried to warn people or something. They just straight up slandered and bullied people and got all their followers to bully people that barely did
Dude,
anything
one of the
wrong.
leaders freaking yelled at me.
I'm
I
not
was
even
like,
sure who the leaders were because they kept switching. Like I remember one point I was like straight up, right, which one of you cunts has been posting about me on your shitty page then? And I remember like I was messaged by about 3 admins, and each one of them was like, redirecting me to another admin because they were so scared. Like I remember this one kid was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't post that. Let me tell the other admin," and then they just kept going like that, and I was just like, "Oh my god, are you kids actually that If you're gonna be so scared, why do you post about it, I'm eventually gonna find out."
yeah.
I
It's
remember I
just
think one of the admins was Mr. Frizzy Ness or something at one point. I remember he started a load of drama at that point and he was really cancerous, his page is poorly managed on
I
Instagram, but
I don't
they had a
even
lot of admins, huh?
yeah, I don't even know who like any
Hmm.
of them really are, but I know one of them like came at me. I'm like, I'm just trying to help somebody. God.
Yeah, they were really like, vice, like trying to jump on any opportunities to start drama. But yeah, have you been in any AJ beef in the community, like on Instagram, on Animal Jam as a game, just in general? And if you want, tell people that were involved, drag them down, spill the tea.
Yeah, I've been in a lot of drama when I was
Mm.
JoJo3626.
Any like people that would we know at this time, like any people that's still relevant, maybe.
Let's see. I'm trying to think
It's
about
alright if you can't remember.
names. Um, Definitely legit Nick. I mean, a lot of people will know him from duping.
Yeah, what is your
Um,
opinion on like? Actually, we'll get onto that later because I kind of ask about items. Yeah, never mind.
oh, okay. But I had drama with legit Nick, and then I had and I've already apologized to both people because I was the one that just kind of started it. I was again, I was a bad kid, okay? And I had drama in general with just pretty much anyone and everyone on my Instagram, but I promise to everybody that's gonna hear this or whatever, I promise I don't do anything anymore.
I remember the first time I found out about you was actually through drama, but like we actually got to meet through that, so it was nice because like remember
Yeah,
the first time we started talking, right? I'm not gonna mention it if you don't wanna.
Oh wait, what was it? I can't even remember.
Me neither, but I remember with some drama to do with one of our friends.
Was it with one of our friends?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you might have messaged me before, but I remember the first time we like actually started talking, we became friends. It was because of one of our like friends that was friends with.
I thought it was because of like the Madame Posy art.
Yeah, I think that's when you
reference.
first messaged me. I think I like started replying to you. But then like I remember you remember Senga-san, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I first found out about you because Senga-san told me. And I was like, "Oh, we messaged before."
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
we like in the first time that we messaged wasn't on good terms because
Yeah. Yeah.
but then I like when I looked back and you were doing more art or whatever, I was like, madam, this is
Yeah.
actually legit.
Yeah. And the funniest thing is about this whole, like, if you guys don't know, this person called Madam Pausty accused me of art tracing, when I've clearly shown DMs of her, like, allowing me to use the art, So yeah, that was fun. And then she started, it's the only reason why she called me out, because I'm not sure, I think I've told you this, right? Is because I argued with a friend at that time. I started arguing with one of her close friends. So she was like, hey, you can't use my art anymore. My pose that I let you use, for your drawing. And I was just like, wow, that's pathetic. And then it turned into this massive thing, like, Patch Tracer's art, Oh, it was just honestly pathetic. But yeah, it's just funny how she's just like trying to contact me back. I mean, I would be willing to contact back with her if she does that Fortnite 1v1 with me, of course. But yeah,
Madam, get on that.
Have you changed your content in any way throughout the time you've played? So like, what sort of stuff? Because I know AJ photography was like a thing you did a lot on your Instagram. What sort of stuff did you do on your YouTube before, like, or on your Instagram? Did you do like story times on your Instagram or things like that? Like, what did you used to do compared to now?
Because I was really wanting attention in the Animal Jam community, I would do as many live streams as I could, both on Instagram and YouTube. And then, I mean, at first, Instagram, I didn't even try, to be honest. Like, I didn't even try to be popular until I was getting up to at least like 5K, and I was like, oh my god, I'm getting popular. I can be that evil popular person that's really nice on the outside and then a complete poopy on the inside. But yeah, on my YouTube channel, my content was nothing like how it's gonna be now. It's gonna be more me-ish in a way. It's gonna be like, this is who I am, this is how I talk, this is the real me.
Yeah. Just sort of like talking about stuff, I guess. Like, that's kind of like what I really like. It's sort of what I do, I guess. Talk about just like topics in the community or about myself, I guess. like sort of stuff that
Yeah,
I'm involved in.
so
And it's not just like really game based, like about Animal Jam, but it's about people in Animal Jam, stuff like that. That's kind of like, I guess, what Night does as well, which I really like about her content. Like, I would say, like, us three have, like, God, I don't want to say this about myself because I'm going to sound really big headed, but I'd say us three have a really good way of, like, doing our content. Like, a really good format,
yeah,
if you know what I
and
mean.
like yeah, and I've just always wanted to do something different in the community, and
Mm,
I feel like doing 9 different series is gonna be like super different. So
yeah.
it's gonna be like trading, like
Mm,
not the normal kind of trading where it's like, oh, well,
mm,
you see here, I'm going to see if somebody will trade me for my
mm,
necklace and spend like an hour on Animal Jam trying to get trades for my necklace.
mm,
But it'll be something like right now I'm trying to get a black and green headdress and I'm
mm.
actually very under right now with my
I think
offer.
right now I'm going to be trying my best to get the blue headdress because I really don't care about rares. It's more of just like, my main look. I've had it since 2011, you're right, when the headdresses weren't even rare. So
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try my best to actually trade up. But it's just like, I give most of my rares away, so I sort of like really can't be arsed with trading. But I think I'm going to really try to get my blue headdress back. Because honestly, like,
Yeah, you should
by the
definitely
end of
do
the
it. I
live
really
stream yesterday, it felt so good, like, seeing back my old look, All the memories, things like that. And even though it's a rare item Monday, the purple headdress, it still looks so similar. I'm just like, oh my god, this is it. Like, I'm back, I feel,
and
like,
then
complete.
yeah, and then like see, I'm actually trying to get up to more like a light pink because I
Mm,
used to have a really old main look with it and I
mm,
want to get that again.
mm.
And then but
It's a
I
nice thing you can,
I'm
like, kind of
just
work from, I guess, like, post-year trading up to it, your kind of journey going up to it.
yep, and
Like, sort of
then
people do that necklace to spike challenge, which is pretty funny. I haven't watched too many of those, but
yes, sometimes those work, sometimes those
yeah.
don't. But yeah, I guess I am just doing like 9 different series, but I
Yeah,
think
that's
most
great.
people are enjoying the story times
Yeah,
because they're
those are
going to be
really good.
super
They're
real,
like really genuine and in general, like you just spill the truth.
right? And
Very
then
cool.
now I have to just figure out what my next video is going to be. I
Mm,
can't remember what my next liked video was.
mm. I like the fact that you're splitting up into series as well. That's kind of what I'm doing on my channel right now. I mean, I don't have that many, and I don't have that many episodes for each one. But what I'm planning on doing so far, I know I'm definitely going to keep the podcast running. Which, by the way, the podcast isn't like one of my best performing videos. But like, I still really enjoy it, and I know a lot of my viewers do. Listen along to it because I feel like people when they see a hour and a half long video, they feel like they've got to watch it, but it's only just like listening. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely going to carry on the podcast. I'm definitely carrying on content critique, my AJ content critique. That's probably my favorite and the series I spend the most time on, like the editing, the gathering the information, the script writing, is something I genuinely enjoy. But like, I try not to do that too often. Only if I genuinely like find people that have done something shitty. I don't want to go around Animal Jam just like being, hey, I'm gonna content critique you. Um,
I feel like some people, like, the more that you
hmm.
get famous yourself, I feel like some people are really going to be like, yes, I'm finally in Patch's content critique.
Yeah, there's already been people like asking me in my comments, my own followers, like my own fans, asking me to make a content critique on them, and I'm like, hmm,
I mean, it could be the fact that like they want to
yeah,
get better. Maybe they'll like take your
maybe.
advice.
I just really don't want to get like bamboozled. Like someone does something bad on purpose, like to their friend, and they know they're doing it. Like they set up this plan thing, and I kind of like expose it, and they say, "Hi, it was just a prank, bro." That would be
Well, is
like,
your content critique
hmm.
mostly for like people that are doing bad?
I guess yeah, because I kind of don't really want to be going around. I mean, the people I've done so far, right? The very first one made 3 hate videos on me, telling everyone to bully me. The second one, I think the second one was that Quayless kid. He was basically just scamming all of his followers, scammed his girlfriend, manipulated his viewers. The third one was Obrisa, she spammed hate on all of my live streams and her content was cancer. That sounds so bad to say. And my most recent one, Howl AJ, that dude just bullies people about disabilities, scams, all the whole lot.
I think you should add a new series, and you should just you should do stuff like on your followers or something, like go to their YouTube channel, like watch a few snippets of their video, and then just yeah, I really like how you're doing this, but I think maybe you should be doing
Yeah, I know
this
what you
too.
mean. Just like kind of giving tips and stuff. Like not a savage maybe, but yeah, that would be kind of fun.
I think it'd be like.
It would be really interactive as well with the followers, which would be good.
Yeah, and I think your channel would grow a lot too, if I'm being honest with you.
And the other series that I'm planning on starting as well, like people have been asking for this literally yesterday on the live stream, is rating people's dens. Like I'm not sure. Right, Jojo, can you remember my old dens?
Yes.
What did you think of them? Because like I would spend hours, like sometimes days, making my dens.
I was so freaking amazed with some of your dens. Like I was like, I'm so mad. And I actually, there's one den. It was a nature den that you did.
Oh, was it the Cosmos one? The Cosmos house.
I tried copying it.
I loved that one. I think everyone tried copying that den at one point.
I was so mad at you. I was like, fine, I will do the same thing. And I tried and I failed because you had stuff I didn't have. Yeah,
so like I really want to like go and just rate people's dens, because that's something I really like seeing people's dens. It's amazing. Like even yesterday I went through some amazing ones. But yeah, I'm definitely going to do that as a series. Another series I've got up and running, and I need to start a second episode. I think I'm going to do it this week. Is AJ meme review. Which is basically, I just look at AJ memes and talk about him. It's really fun. And I'm kind of going to start this interactive thing because people started making PatchTheAlpha memes. Apparently that's the thing now. I've got a meme page on Instagram.
You have a meme? I want a meme page. I want to be a meme. I actually am already a meme.
So yeah, I can start like this interactive thing. Like I just love memes in general, and AJ memes they're sometimes really funny, sometimes cringy. So yeah, I like doing that. And I guess that's all my series so far. Just for content critique, podcast, meme review. I mean, I guess for live streams, but that's kind of a thing I do in between videos,
Yeah.
I really like the live streams. It's kind of a fun thing to do, like in between your uploads, but I don't want to flood it too much with live streams, if you know what I mean. That makes sense. Well, yeah, Sarah's definitely a good way to like split your thing between. Have you like willingly or unwillingly changed your personality throughout the time you've been on Animal Jam? So you kind of mentioned that you used to like involve yourself into drama. Have you changed anything else like about yourself like throughout your Animal Jam career, I guess?
Oh heck yeah. So after, okay, you know how people say things like you know how people talk about how when people get famous they become more like themselves, like they become narcissistic?
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah, I feel like all of us could sort of relate to that. Like once we start getting a bit of following, and I know recently, like, because I'm irrelevant on Instagram now, right? So I think
you're still relevant.
Nah, I get 20 like likes per post. Like my viewers just really, I don't know, they're gone, they're somewhere. Let's say on vacation. Anyway, but it's just like sort of, I've really learned to appreciate it more. Like even the amount of viewers I've got now, like I'm really thankful for them being around even more than I used to when I had more people, if that makes sense. I sort of like took it for granted, I think,
Oh yeah, I did too. And oh my gosh, I wake up, or I shouldn't even say I wake up every morning, blah, blah, blah. But
I wake up every morning and open up my Instagram. That's the first thing I do. As soon as I open my eyes.
But it's so, I regret so many things that I did. Like if only I wasn't so narcissistic, then and if your younger viewers don't know what narcissistic means, that means just selfish.
Yeah, that means basically just bragging about your clout, how popular you are, stuff like that. Like I'm so much better than you.
Yeah, and just pretty much just talking about yourself and how
Mm,
much in love with yourself you are.
yeah,
But that was definitely me. Like I knew that I was high up in popularity and I took
yeah.
it for granted. And the next time or if I ever get to that point again, I like promised
Mm,
myself that I will never go back to the old me. I will always be
yeah,
that genuine like real me.
yeah. Yeah, well, we've both got like sort of a fresh new start, I guess, starting this whole YouTube thing because we're both basically new to YouTube. I mean, starting videos again. So yeah, it's interesting to
Oh
see how
yeah.
that will go. But yeah, I feel like I don't know. Maybe you can like sort of talk because you've sort of seen me throughout the years, and I don't feel like I've changed much. I mean, I was never like people seem to think that I've become like more savage and just negative, but I don't think I was ever like this happy patch kid that was just ever like happy
No,
about things in the
you
game or stuff like that. Like people often tell me that
knowing
I've
you
changed.
Like, knowing you,
Hmm.
you have literally changed so much because
Hmm.
when I did first meet you, all you really did talk about was like a lot of like drama and
Hmm.
like tea.
Yeah.
And now like what you're saying about me, like you're genuine. Like you're talking
Hmm.
about the real stuff. Like you're not hiding anything. You're just literally telling everybody how it
Yeah.
is. And it's like so nice because even though some people can't handle the truth
Hmm.
because it's the truth and it can be painful sometimes,
Hmm.
like you're still saying it and it's like you're saying it in like a in a more positive way than how you used to.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do try to, not release the inner patch the alpha rage sometimes, but sometimes, like, I know you've seen like any argument I get into, I do get quite, my temper does rise quite easily. So like, I try not to, base it on anger, but more of like, telling people why they're wrong.
I think you, Knight, and I have all talked about like our changes in the
Yeah.
community.
Hmm.
And like and look at Knight. Like she has freaking so many or
I
followers
know.
now. I'm so mad.
Knight's popping off. Like she's gonna like be the most popular out of us three, and she does
I
deserve it.
literally
Like she puts so much effort in.
I literally told her I was like, "Please remember me when you're famous."
You commented that on my photo yesterday too, and I was like,
I
I'm
know
never going to be
cuz I
famous.
just
What are you talking about? That was so
I
funny.
want you guys to remember me when you guys are famous.
We want you to remember us when you become the next YouTube animal jammer.
I won't cuz I only have 10 subscribers.
Well, hopefully some people subscribe after this. I mean, out of the viewers that watch this, that actually make it to the end. But I'll make sure to like tell people in the comments as well in the pinned comments why your channels are. Right. Do you think any jammers in the community are fraud snakes with like fake personalities? And list
Oh,
names if you want. Spill it.
oh, heck yeah. Okay, let me spill this tea.
Mm.
For sure. I really okay, well, I can't really say that about her cuz I don't know.
Mm.
But anyways, I think I feel I don't even want to
No,
I'm
it's good.
debating if I want to say his name or not at the moment
No,
because
it's
it's like
completely fine. Who is
okay,
it?
for one, I really do think that Scorm kind of has a double faced thing going on.
Yeah, definitely. He tries to like look all positive and happy to his audience when I've literally like talked about, not just for videos, but in general, like just the way he's like acting to, try. Like this guy literally is a giant piece of shit. Like I don't know how some people don't see it, but he does do a lot of shady stuff. I am selling, child grooming,
Right.
shouting the N word,
Yeah.
just a couple.
And like, oh, oh my God. I am so sorry to say this to anybody who's a fan of him, but Shop King.
I don't think anyone's a fan of Shopkin. And certainly
No, I'm
certainly
not. Like,
nobody that watches, my videos is a fan of Shopkin. I mean, if you're a fan of Shopkin, just unsubscribe and leave because I don't want you here. I'm just gonna outright say it, okay? I usually don't say this like make people pick, but Shopkin is such a giant piece of shit. When he became Jambassador recently, you do realize like that video he clickbaited, right? He was like, my last Animal Jam video," and he's like, "Oh, I became Jambassador, guys." He's just a sad
yeah.
40-year-old virgin that clickbaits his viewers. lies about items
Patch,
rarities
if he
because
was
he
a
has.
virgin, he wouldn't have a kid.
He's probably adopted. Let's face it.
Oofy.
No, I hate that guy so much.
I'm
I
just
honestly like.
tired
It's
of how
just.
fake he sounds in his
Yeah, it's
videos.
just all of his content is just him as a person. Like, he needs to leave. He needs to go.
I
I
don't
can't
want
believe,
somebody
like,
to be Jambassador and selfish. Like, I'm
yeah,
tired of selfish people already.
yeah, he's
And
just
like,
terrible. Why would
Shop
they
King is
make him
becoming like the
Ambassador?
new Wootmoo man, and it's making me mad.
I know. But the thing about Wootmoo is, like, Wootmoo was, like, I feel like, obviously he did care about his rares a lot, I think we can agree on that, but he generally knew the items, like, rarities, like, the unreleased items. Whenever I asked Wootmoo about an item, he would tell me the exact date of it, the exact date of release, how many there are in the game, you know? But, like, the
That
Shopkin, what triggers me about this cunt in his videos is literally, any new promo that comes, right? Pet seals. Hey guys, I just got a pet seal in Animal Jam. They're worth 25 black lungs. And I'm just like, dude, just quit. You're 40. You don't know what you're talking about. Just leave. Like, oh, it just makes me so mad. He has no idea what he's doing. Oh,
yeah,
jeez.
and then I just famous streamers creating the rarity chain.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yep.
It was perfectly fine when black lungs were only 6 bad lungs. Now it's worth 6 okay lungs. Like, nobody
Yeah.
wants green or orange.
Mm.
And it makes me mad.
Mm.
And just to tell all you younger people, if you didn't know, headdresses used to be worth short collars.
Yeah, like back when I got my headdress,
So,
I literally got it for so cheap. My very first headdress back in 2011. They were
yeah,
worth
my
nothing.
headdress,
And I
my
feel
like
like
headdress.
I'm just a stereotypical person for wearing a headdress because literally everyone stole my look. Like, what are you doing? I literally had this like headdress and spike look since 2011, and now everyone's just everyone's got the same look as me, just with colors switched, and it's so boring.
Yeah, and if people didn't know, well, I mean, this kind of goes off of my like hacking video, but like if people didn't know, beards used to be a big thing too.
Yeah, right. I
Like,
remember beards, gazelle horns, and Viking hats. Was it stuff like that? It was worth a lot, right?
yeah, and warrens
Yeah,
were huge.
pigtails back before they were
Oh,
released into shops.
yes,
Yeah.
pigtails.
I do remember, which is weird because I hated trading. I never traded, but I was really into the rare system. Like, I guess I still sort of am, apart from the new items. But I was like, really, I knew exactly what everything was worth. You know?
Like, it just makes me so mad how everything, because short collars were hard to get as it was.
Yeah.
Like, same with beards. Like, the rarest beard in the game was literally an orange beard. Or was it the black and... It was like
I can't
black and
remember. The
silver
orange one was
tip?
pretty rare too, right?
Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was at one point.
And then like the pink gazelle horns and the teal ones were like some of the rarest items in AJ. I remember that, right? One of the colors of the
Yeah,
gazelles.
and like it was pink, and then like, oh, it was also like black and white because I
Yeah,
remember
those
everybody
are quite
wanted those
popular. Yeah,
ones.
everyone wanted them.
Oh my gosh.
Right,
And
anyway,
yeah, it was
talking
like,
about the next question, because that leads us right into it. This is sort of like where we're getting to
ooh,
the item sort of stuff. Do you like rares? Like, do you care about one Animal Jam?
are we talking about like rares in general, or are we talking about
Yeah,
like
just...
rares before friends?
No, just rares in general. Like, if... Not
Okay,
like you have to
then
pick before friends or rares. Just like rares. What do you... Do you like them?
okay, then yeah, I do like rares. I'm gonna admit, like, I do get that, like, I do get kind of like jealous if I do see an item that I want and I can't like trade for it. Like, it's really hard to. But I feel like that's with everybody. I
Yeah,
feel
like,
like
for me, I
everybody has...
definitely... like, some items that I want that are rare, like, I just base the items I want, not on their rarity, but if I think they look cool or not. Like, literally, yesterday, on my stream, can you remember these, the Yeti masks? Not the one that covers a whole face, but the one with, like, the horns and the teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Epic Yeti mask. I was going around Animal Jam and I traded a long collar for one. Just because I wanted it. Yeah, just because I wanted it. I honestly, like, I really just base the items, like, worth based on how they look and if I want them. Like, for an outfit or for a den. But yeah, I
Yes.
completely hate rares. Like, I just really don't like the system, like how people can't get the items they want sometimes just because they're insanely rare, you know? It kind of makes me
Yeah,
sad sometimes.
and with rares slash like the rarity system,
Mm-hmm.
because I think you just brought up like not a point, but I think you brought something
Yeah.
up that makes sense. I think you know how you said that you'll just trade like a long collar if you think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
really cool? I feel like that's where everybody is kind of screwing up the rarity system.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I remember, this whole thing was going on. I remember this, I'm not sure if you do, where people would, like, famous jammers, like, would post some item. People still try to do it, which is so fucking snaky, but people would try to, like, post, like, an item saying, hey, guys, does anybody have this? And it would just be, like, a shop item from last year. I'm trading long collars for it. And everyone would just, like, go out and demand, trade long collars for it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
kind of
like
deceive people. And that's what everybody's doing with the pet seals. Like, what do you think pet seals are worth? Because honestly, I'm not sure if you watched my video on them, but they're just as
I don't
rare
think
as...
they're worth anything.
Yeah, they're just as rare as any other of the pets from their promos, but for some reason people seem to think that they're worth way more than, like, all the other ones. Like, they think these seal ones, which are the most recent ones, like, the older ones should be worth more. You know, the old rare pets.
I don't think yeah,
Because you
I mean,
can't
I
get
just
those
don't
anymore,
think
and,
any
like...
of them
Yeah,
should be rare
yeah,
because
none of
they're
them should be that
pets.
rare. They're just pets they could get from little Animal Jam toys. Like, why is everyone over trading for them? It's insane. And they're not, they
And
don't even look good. I've seen the argument like, oh, I just trade for it because they look cool. They look like Minecraft squares, like a Minecraft dirt block. I hate
I
them.
think I think people are like forgetting the fact that there's Craigslist and eBay.
Yeah, you can literally just buy these toys and, like, get your own pet. Like,
Yeah, like there will be like people are still selling like Animal Jam like houses like those pets
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff. So it's like it's so dumb
I
and I'm
know.
just
I mean, they will
I'm
obviously
fed up.
become rare further on, but the seals won't be that much rarer, especially since there's like 50 million of them right now because everyone wants them. So the seals are going to be the least rarest. Like once, because you know, the Animal Jam toy company, they've stopped making the toys now.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard about
their
that.
contract ended. So eventually, all of these pets will become rare, but the seals won't be any more rarer. You know, they're the most recent ones, so everyone's got one.
Just wait for the squirrels. Squirrels are gonna
Yeah.
get rarer, I
Right,
have a feeling.
saying, on that note, if any of you are still watching and if you have a cute pet sloth, please feel free to, you know, leave a comment. I'm dying for a sloth, like, I'm part of the problem. I made a video, I'm such a hypocrite. I made a video telling everyone how, seals are worth nothing. Listen, I just want a sloth because, like, sloths are my favourite animal. But yeah, the pet sloths, they're one of the promos, I think, from the third series, if I'm not right. I don't know. But yeah, if anyone has a cool sloth, just let me know, please. But yeah, what's your opinion on the existence of, like, a rarity system on Animal Jam? Like, it's a kid's game and there's, like, whole rarity system around it. What's your opinion on it?
The old rares, though, I really wanted to go back to the old rarity system
Yeah, it
because
was
that's
much
when
simpler.
yeah, not only was it
There
like
was less
more
of these, like,
simple.
promo items, things like that, what people, like, get confused on the rarities of, you know?
Yeah, and like not only was it more simple, but I just I feel like the community was so much better when it was like easier to trade in a way.
Yeah. Plus, like, a load of the items that are considered rare nowadays weren't rare back then, so it was easier to get, like, things that looked cool, such as, like, headdresses or things like that, or nature items.
Right?
Yeah. Like, I couldn't imagine me trying to... You know my old Cosmos Den, right? That amazing nature one? I could
Yes.
never remake that now, because all of those nature items are so hard to get now.
I know, and I'm
You
so
know that,
mad because everybody.
you know those items, the ruined paths and ruined walls? I'm not sure if you can remember.
Oh.
They were like little, just grey brick, like pieces of wall,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I had about 50 of those back when they weren't worth anything on my account that I got permabanned, obviously. If you guys don't know, my account got permanently banned. But yeah, I had about 50 of those, and now I think they're worth, like, longs each. Like, I've just seen
Uh
insane overtrades for them.
yeah, I was about to say like
Yeah.
do you not know how much they are right now?
Yeah, I still wouldn't trade them away though. I love them. I loved using them in dens and stuff. I just wouldn't trade them. But yeah, it's just funny seeing how like stuff that I owned and just liked using is like worth a lot now. It's almost like
Right.
I started the rarity system. But yeah, how do you think removing the trading system would impact the game in your opinion? Just like completely outright, the trading is gone. I mean, I would love it personally. I'm not sure on your opinion though.
I I just don't know. I
Mm.
just know that the community would
Yeah,
probably
the
flunk.
huge part of the game is just for trading. So it would be, you know,
Right.
removing that. I'm sure millions of people would quit. A load of them. If there still aren't millions playing. You know when Animal Jam posts those things about how there's 100 million players? Do you believe it?
Uh I mean,
Half,
I don't know. I
half of
guess it
the...
depends how many
Yeah.
people have been like really unactive
Yeah,
on
like
it.
half of the accounts are inactive, and half of the accounts are probably people's backups. But yeah.
Exactly.
Are there any particular AJ features, so just like things in the game, such as like, I don't know, the jammer wall? Oh, I finally started a jammer wall, and I literally, it crashed my game yesterday on stream. Because I got like
Oh,
100 messages in one time. But yeah, are there any AJ features that you think that you would like to see gone? Just like removed because they're pointless or you don't like them?
okay. Well, I mean, I do think the jammer wall needs to go because
Yeah.
I do find it pointless. I never
Yeah,
use
it's
it.
really like, when you have jammergrams, what's the point in it?
And like not only that, but I also think the I was gonna say the new trading system, but I actually really like it because you just
Hmm,
add more items.
yeah. Ooh,
But
this
like
isn't
I
on the
guess I
questions because I've got these questions like I made these about a week ago and I still forgot to add. Recently, AJ added their shop feature, the thing where you could sell your
yeah.
items for gems and diamonds. What are your opinions on it? I know a lot of people love it, but some hate it. What's your opinion?
So my opinion on it is actually the same as like almost everybody else. I actually when they did come out
Mm,
with it, I was actually addicted to the game for hours
mm,
and it was the first time in a long time that I actually was like,
yeah.
wow, like I'm on here for more than 30 minutes.
Yeah, and
Like
it's
I
nice
was
because if
on
people like want to really need gems or diamonds, because now a lot of things cost diamonds, and you can just get diamonds really easily by just like putting one of your spikes on the thing. Saying that though is, I hate the fact that some people like put one short like wristband for like 500 diamonds. Like that shit is just ridiculous. It makes me angry. Stuff
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
Like
Oh my
people
gosh, in the
overvalue
long
the
colors.
items. Yeah, people overvalue the items like based on gems when honestly like even though it's a rare item, like it won't be worth that much gems. Like comparing gems to the real money worth because you can like buy diamonds or gems and just looking at it, I think even the shop can like does that where it's like, whoa guys, this spike collar, I'm basically selling it for 500 US dollars, and it's kind of just like, why are you bragging and why are you comparing it to real money? No one's gonna buy that shit. You're over like valuing it, you know?
Right,
It's
yeah. And
ridiculous.
like the thing is, when it comes to
Mm.
diamonds, like people are putting long, like bad long collars on there for like 500. I'm like,
Yeah.
that is worth like 250.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Saying that, if someone one day put a blue headdress on, I think I would actually like buy 5,000 diamonds. Like I know that would be hundreds of pounds, but I think I'll buy it.
Same.
You know the diamond gift cards I can buy. But then again, this feature is so weird because Animal Jam like tries to prevent item selling, right?
Yeah,
Kids literally beg their parents now to buy them some diamonds onto their account so they can buy a spike or something.
I know, and it's
Which is so
like
ridiculous. It's so stupid.
I'm iffy on it, but like
Yeah.
I do admit that I was addicted to the game for like a few
Yeah,
hours.
yeah. It is a nice feature because you can definitely get items you want, like, you know, easier for, like, you
Oh
know,
heck yeah.
trading, a different type of trading, basically, just like giving gems and diamonds for. But yeah, it's kind of a new feature, and I'm surprised it took them that long to add it, you know? Recently in my
Right.
like in the den when I did the live stream yesterday, I made this like auction sort of room in the den. Like I posted it on my Instagram where I just basically put the shop up, and some of my giveaways, like I know not everyone could get in my den at the same time, but basically I put like spikes on there for 1 gem, so that was fun.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I would lock my den and unlock it, and whoever like gets in first, and it was literally gone in an instant. It was so
Oh
funny.
yeah.
But yeah, that's not a really fair way to do it if you guys want to do giveaways, because then a lot of people aren't on Animal Jam at that current time, and a lot of people can't get into your den, you know? So that's like a bit
Yep.
of an issue, but yeah. It's a fun little thing. Um, are there any AJ features you would like to see, like, added or improved on? So I know for me,
Um
there's two main ones, like, and it involves the art, because, like, there's so many amazing artists in this community, and the AJ Art Studio is, for some reason, it was for non-members too, but they made it members only. Like, what are you doing? What was Animal Jam thinking, removing that feature from the non-members? And yeah, so they made
right.
that members, and in general, just improving the art studio, because I know my friend, you know, Senga-san, right?
Yep.
And a few other artists are constantly complaining because the tools in there are so basic and they can't, you know, they want more brush types, they want more like settings for opacity and things like that. It's just really like, there should be an advanced studio sort of for artists. I think that would really benefit.
I agree. Like I have a lot of artist friends that
Yeah.
are non-member, and now that it's like taken away, they have to try really hard to get the coins.
Yeah, the masterpiece tokens, right? How are
Yeah.
these given out? Because I'm really not sure. I know there's a load of them now. I've got a few, I think. How are those like given out?
Uh I thought I knew. I don't know.
I thought it was a promo, but I think that gives you like a weird charm token. Yeah, I'm really not sure.
Maybe it was a promo.
Maybe. Because I know one of the promos, like these little Animal Jam charm bracelet toys, they gave you like a little AJ charm coin that spins around.
Yeah.
Mm. But yeah, it's sort of like really skull me out, like non-members literally just can't draw and can't submit it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, now we're getting into the sort of, you know, the ending questions, like the real tea, I guess. What's your opinion on like just scammers in general on Animal Jam? Outright
Scammers um scammers are just complete scum.
Mm,
Um I think that if you're scamming or hacking in general, I think that you're scum, and I don't think that you need to be playing this game.
yeah.
Because there are, like I've explained on my hacking story, there are kids who actually cry, and when you
Mm.
start hearing those
Yeah,
kids
no, yeah, I
cry, it
listened
will
to your
break your
video and I
heart.
recommend that people watch it because you have a lot of, you know a lot about it.
Yeah,
Maybe more than me.
and like it's really horrible. Like if when you hear a kid cry,
Mm,
someone that's like even a few years younger than you, and if you hear them crying, like kind of having like
mm,
a scream in their voice too because
yeah.
they're so upset, it really breaks your freaking heart. And
Mm,
now that like I've been through that and done that to someone,
mm,
like I have a high regret, and I think all hackers and all scammers are scum. I don't care if someone hacked you,
yeah.
you do not do it back.
Mhm. Right,
So
and kind of on the other side, because hacking and scamming is obviously like you're hurting the person, you know? You're
yeah.
taking their items away from them.
Yep.
Um, what's your opinion on item selling? Just selling items, either for real money, for gift cards, things like that. And I'm not talking about people
So
I'm not talking about like scamming with item selling because I know people do that too. But like just genuine, just item selling, just like flat out giving people, you know, Animal Jam rares for other things off site.
So I guess really it depends. It
Mhm.
depends because
Because I think you know that's if any of you watching that don't know as well, that's basically what my Animal Jam account got banned for. I used to do it, and I'm not going to mention the group now because I believe people still do it. It's a really large group on a site, but yeah, we'd basically go into the group and just there would be a load of people. Just it was just a common thing to do. Sell your items for like either gift cards or real even PayPal money, which was great. Especially for people that didn't care about the AJ res and wanted someone else in return. And it was kind of great because even the way I got caught with it was a person was so happy, they posted a video to YouTube saying, "Hey guys, I just did I just bought an item for PatchTheAlpha, he's trustworthy," and basically just like promoting me for other people to buy items off me. And it was a really nice video, but I didn't realize it was gonna, bite me in the ass in a few years' time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm completely for it, honestly. Like, I would probably still do it even now. Like, if I didn't want to give away the spikes, I'm definitely all for it. And obviously, if you're gonna do it, saying that, make sure you don't get caught, because once Kate, the community manager Nazi, is on your back, like, she'll just instantly outright permanently ban your account. But yeah, I would honestly, if you want to, go for it. I know I've got a couple of friends doing it right now, but yeah. I just honestly don't understand why they're being so strict on it, because obviously you can get scammed for it, but if you do it, with trustworthy people, like genuine sellers, then it's a good thing, because both people come out happy. It's not like a scam where, if the other person ends up crying.
So yeah, exactly.
Mm.
So what am I saying? But yeah, I completely understand. So I guess for me it really does depend. But yeah, I think in some ways I think it should be allowed, but I get that I think it's an illegal thing. I think that's
Yeah.
why Animal Jam can't do it.
Yeah, because it would be so. I get why, because Animal Jam can literally generate an infinite amount of spikes, right?
Yeah.
If they start giving away people spikes and they start selling the spikes, we could potentially be learning infinite money. You know what I mean? Like, the way
Yeah.
I got my rares, I'm not sure if you watched it's a really long video, so I don't blame you, but my first ever video, I highly recommend if any of you want to, It's probably still my best video to this day. The Fall of PatchTheAlpha, where I sort of explain how, I know you were part of the hacking group, right? In the scamming group.
Yeah, I was a part of the hacking group.
I was a part of a group that basically generated items. Not duplicated, just
okay.
straight up generated. I know it kind of sounds a bit cliche, AJ item generator, but we could literally receive any items from Animal Jam. Apart from, like, ones that were deleted from the coding files, so ones like headdresses, stuff like that, but even they went rare back then. So I basically ended up with about 3 full inventories of long spikes at a time.
Dang.
So yeah, that's kind of how I became part of, item generating group, but yeah. So I guess
Wow, I
it
just learned
makes...
something new.
Yeah, I kind of briefly mentioned in the video. I'm planning on making a larger video on it, but yeah. It was honestly so simple to do as well. It was ridiculous.
I
And
bet.
yeah, we just kind of, got an item. So if you can get infinite items, like, you could potentially be earning infinite money. So is that fair? Who knows? But I know it's certainly benefited people in the community for selling items. But yeah. Are you interested? I know you obviously are, but I'm gonna ask you, wait, are you interested in art within the community?
What was the question?
Are you interested in art within the community? So, like AJ artists, things like that.
Let me tell you.
I know you follow so many art accounts, right?
And I have about 500 art pieces of my moose box.
Damn. Do you save them all into something? Because I know I've got them saved to my iPhone gallery, and I post like pretty much every single one on my page. Do you have them saved onto something?
I have them all saved to my Google Drive.
I see.
That way if I like switch my that way if I ever switch my phone or something and like something doesn't go right with the data switching through, then I can always download Google Drive and it'll all be on there.
Yeah, that's a good way of saving it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's your opinion on like Animal Jam artists? Because I know a load of them, make amazing art, but the thing I've found throughout the years is there's so many artists that are just such absolute snakes, and I absolutely hate them. I don't know why this is so like prominent in artists, and I don't want to generalize. I don't want to say everyone is as well, but there's so many fake people that are artists in AJ. Like, I mean, I'm just gonna straight up list some. I hate Glacier. I hate Madame Porcy. It's just people like that. And also, Feli Spirit, I think her name was. I think I argued with her as well. But it just seems so
Really?
distant. Yeah, I've pretty much argued with every Animal Jam artist. They're so fake and terrible. Like, once you really start arguing with them, you see their, real, like, what they're really like. Because, oh yeah, I post pretty Animal Jam art, but underneath, like, once you really start to learn about the person, it's really, like, a different story. I know you're friends with, like, Lacey and stuff like that, so, you obviously have a different opinion, but I've really learned to, like, learn a lot more about these type of people. And especially, Glacier, like, right, when she was permanently banned off Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the one that recovered her Instagram account, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and about one day after when I started arguing with Legendary, he's obviously the cunt that got my Instagram account banned, because that's how I learned to unban Instagram accounts. I was basically the resurrection person. But yeah, so literally a day after I started arguing with Legendary, and she's just like sticking up for him, telling me to, stop with the drama when he was the one that started, calling me out, talking shit about me. And it's just like, wow, I just, helped you recover your entire fan base, and this is how you repay me by being a fake bitch. And I'm just like, yeah, get out. It's just really shitty. And I guess once in the AJ community for that many years, you learn to cope with these sort of like fake people, and not like, not everyone's how you thought they would be, but it's just really shitty to see how like some of your people you considered friends aren't really that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you came
It,
across any artists that were in particular like not what they make out to be, like,
yeah. I'm trying to think of
Mm.
some.
Because
I
there
don't.
are obviously a load of artists. I'm not saying all of them are like this. There are some artists in AG that are just really, really nice. Like, Night. Night is a great
Yeah.
example. Like, she's amazing, obviously, but it's not
My
everyone, obviously. But I just found that it's such a prominent thing within like Animal Jam artists that they're all such utter snakes.
like there are so many. Okay, so in my
Mm.
Instagram bio, I actually have highlights for underrated artists,
Mm.
and all the people that I like tried to, get people to follow.
Mm.
It's like it's so nice to see people follow others who work really hard and they're very like underrated.
Mm. Yeah, I know what you mean. They deserve recognition.
Yeah, like
Mm.
somebody that was at like I think somebody that was at like 220 followers is
Mm.
now at like 800.
No, that's great. Yeah.
So it's like it's super nice to see the before and afters of people, and honestly it's just I don't know. I
Yeah.
love art so much. Like I've said
Yeah.
it so many times, but like even even if it's like
Yeah,
scribbles
it's
with
really amazing, like when you
horns.
receive like fan art of your character, just seeing it that people care enough to like draw your character. It's
Exactly.
really, really
Like
amazing.
I don't think you realize one how excited I
Yeah.
was to get art of
Yeah, like
Mama
I remember the
Moose.
first time I started receiving art when I was really like popping off on Instagram, I was like, wow, this is new.
Yeah, and
Mm.
like every time that I receive art of Mama Moose Fox,
Mm.
I always like start crying.
Yeah. Like
And like it's like
recently, even now, Knight has actually sent me some through mail. The original piece that like she drew my Animal Jam wolf headshot. And I've
yeah.
got it stuck to the desk right next to me. It kind of inflates my ego, but it's just nice because it's like my Animal Jam thing and someone drew it for me, so it's amazing. So thanks, Knight. But yeah,
Ah, I love
eventually.
Night. We stand Night.
Yeah, we need to. We could probably do one episode where it's all three of us just talking. I
Oh
feel
my
like that
gosh,
would
I think
last
that
5 hours, but it would be awesome.
that should be the entire freaking
Yep.
podcast.
Permanent.
That should
You,
just
you can be permanent co-hosts.
Yeah! I would love that.
Yeah, but in general, I'm thinking about, because now so far I've kind of had this like sort of interview thing, just like having a bunch of new people on. But I think eventually I'm gonna have episodes where like, if something's going on in the community, like drama,
Yeah.
have like specific shorter episodes where I basically just like get a few friends on, and we basically just talk about it, like one specific piece of like stuff that's going on. Just like
Oh,
so, I have these like longer like interview sort of ones, but then I've got like these short ones, just short podcasts talking about like stuff that's going on. I
yeah.
think that would be
Do
good.
you like edit these, or are these
No,
like
no.
good? I was like, that's so
Fair.
much freaking editing.
Nah, they're all uncut. I would never like a 2 hour video. Oof. No, I couldn't. But yeah, the next question is, why do you think regular jammers just quit the community?
I think regular jammers quit. I think mostly because they're realizing that they're growing up
Yeah,
and that school is more important, and
yeah,
it really is. And for the kids that just stay on Animal Jam for like 24 hours, please worry about school first. School
yeah,
matters way more.
yeah, make sure you do well in there. Why do you think popular jammers leave the game and the community and the fan bases? So like
I
Apari
think
just left everything behind.
I think it's because they found something better to do,
Hmm.
and also because they're growing up and they're
Yeah.
realizing that it's like, I don't want to say Animal Jam is even a kids game, but it is.
Yeah, like it is the target demographic, like for kids. So you would understand why they would want to like move on. But it's just like, you've
Exactly.
got to appreciate like all the things these people did for you and throughout all the years. So
Well, Animal
you can't make a 2 minute video like, kind of just excusing all of that and, not even talking about anything, just a 2 minute video. I guess a terrible way to go about it. But yeah, you can move on
yeah.
definitely. Right, what AJ content do you like the most on my voice break? My bad. That's so embarrassing. Sorry, I just woke up. What AJ content do you like the most on Instagram?
Um, art.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can't, just pick one specific one. Like, there's a lot of different people like I follow, and I know a lot of people you follow. So that's kind of a stupid question, but Um,
I know. I follow mostly artists.
yeah. What AJ content do you like the most on YouTube? Like Animal Jam related, I guess. Like what sort of videos?
I really like mail times.
Hmm. Yeah, oh my god,
Like,
I literally should have done a mail time video. It's insane the amount of gifts people sent me yesterday. And I was just opening them all like on stream because people were asking me to, but I literally got so many gifts. Like I must have gotten around 200 items. And it was just like, I should have saved
oh
them all
my
for
lord,
this one mail time video. I feel like that would have been better. But
that'd been really cool.
you know, me being the Neanderthal I am, I just opened up everything. Um,
But
yeah, go
like,
ahead.
I don't know. I really like mail times because
Hmm.
some people that you watch, they kind of like scream and freak out, and I really like that feeling.
Yeah, I sort of did on the live stream, like when someone traded me, Shadow Wendigo, when they traded me the headdress. At first I thought it was a troll trade, but I was like, wait, they went up further with it, and like they accepted, and I sat staring at my screen, and I like kind of jumped up. Yeah, I was like,
I just love when people are so happy. I get like
yeah.
adrenaline when people get happy.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And I like those like gifting accounts people do as well. Like, on Instagram you see them all the time, like just gifting random people. That's a nice thing to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's your opinion on the current Jambasters? Do you know any of them? Do you like any? Do you dislike any? Like most of the new ones I'm talking about.
The new Jambassadors.
Yeah, the ones that recently got, accepted on. Because honestly, I don't know like pretty much any of them. I know Pug Fluff. I
Oh,
know
Pug
Sinnoh.
Fluff!
I know
I love
Sinnoh.
Pug Fluff. I love her so much.
Hmm.
Um,
Sinnoh unfollowed me as
but
well. Like, girl, what you doing?
but
So
like,
many people
so
unfollow me. No TiVo. I understand. I do post edgy
yeah.
stuff.
Uh, well, I don't personally know Shop King, but I don't like him.
Yeah, Shopkins and nonce.
I love Pug Fluff. I
Mm.
love I personally personally know Cheerios, and he's great. He's a
Mm.
great person.
Hmm.
Okay, Patch, you You know what? 1v1 me right now.
No, Cheerios, feel free to, come on the podcast to defend yourself. I'll be happy to have you on for an episode. I'm sure we'd get on great.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
one thing I do want to eventually do is have people on that I absolutely hate. I feel like that would make for some really, really juicy episodes.
Yeah, yep, it would. It would be very juicy,
Yeah,
and
I
people would
definitely...
grab their popcorn.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot more people would find it more enjoyable. I mean, not like this isn't great, but like me arguing is just... I feel like that's why most people followed my Instagram. But what's your favourite... Sorry, is there any other like Jambasters that you wanted to talk about? Like the new ones?
I don't really know anymore.
Yeah, I know there's this like one Play Wild YouTuber with like 400 subs that somehow got accepted, and I'm like, who? What? How?
Right?
Yeah, but right. Now we're gonna get on to the final set of questions. This is like for realty. Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Right. What's your opinion on the current AJHQ staff? Do you know any of them?
I only know Kate.
Yeah, I think everyone knows Kate.
I actually, well, and Clark. I know Kate
Yeah,
and Clark, not personally, of course, but
Mm.
I like Kate. Kate's nice
Yeah,
and
right.
sweet.
Going straight on to the second one. Do you believe the main AJHQ community manager, Kate, is doing her job as intended? Like, do you think she's fit for it? I know, like, you mentioned that you want to become a Jambassador, right? So, I know it's like...
Well, see, I'm not. Well, becoming a Jambassador, I think it means that you need to be true not only to
Yeah.
yourself, but I think you need to be true about other people as
Mhm.
well, even if you get in trouble for it.
Mhm.
I think Kate's doing fine for what she needs to do because I know that when you have to run something, especially Animal Jam,
Yeah.
I think people have to take in and realize that she has to ask her own bosses if she can do certain things.
I feel like she's sort of taken siege over power though and becoming her own boss, because it's not like she sits on her desk calling Clark Stacy, asking, "Hey Clark, what up? Can I ban this person?" I feel like she's just using her power, abusing her power, just sort of like, I mean, even stupid things like she's just being a massive hypocrite by abusing the own Animal Jam rules. Like, you remember the whole scenario with where she went on live and had a load of files pop up saying shit balls, right? Named all the files shitballs on Animal Jam web computers.
I don't even
You
remember
don't?
that, to be
Oh, right,
honest.
that was a fun one. There was an Animal Jam live stream where Kate went on live and there was a load of files that were named shitballs. So yeah, she's really immature. She runs the way she just functions in general, like banning anyone straight up who she just dislikes is really pathetic. Like, she's just really using childish means to like abuse the power that she's got, and I really feel like she doesn't answer to anyone. Like, she thinks like she's on top and there's no one else above her. Like, I feel like when because Clark obviously is the one that recruited her to become the community manager, I feel like when he did that, he made like a really terrible mistake, because now she's just abusing her power and not even telling Clark or confirming with him
Well,
before doing these changes.
I think Animal Jam should realize that they need to change if they've become uh if they've been on the news more than once.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Getting called out on the news, that's one thing. And another one is like, you need to realize, like, when you're a community manager, like, yeah, sure, she goes out to like VidCon and stuff, but you should probably stay more professional and, not show your own ideals and your own like opinions on things, maybe. I mean, I guess she can be her own person, but at the end of the day, you're running the job of being a community manager, of a community full of kids. And I feel like the Jambasters are supposed to be the ones doing the work for you, sort of, being the ones that like kind of
Yeah.
look over the community, and you're just supposed to be, not being that involved. I feel like she's just that like one old woman that just sits out a window looking at what's going on if there's any beef on the street. Like, she's just... seems like, she's really looking for every opportunity to just get involved in sort of drama, like, looking for the next person to ban, scrolling through the Instagram feed. She's really honestly just... I hate her. I just can't. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I don't.
perfectly fine if you feel a different way, you know. It's just
Well, I
personal
mean,
experience.
like,
It's just not the fact that she banned my Instagram account. That's not why I'm mad. It's just the fact that like how she deals with different people. And I remember, can you remember that den that was like sort of glitched? It was like a old crystal sands sort of land.
yeah.
Literally, she was sat on Instagram all throughout the week banning jammers that posted pictures of it. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just retarded. Like, that's just honestly as low as you can go. Like, it was
Yeah,
just beyond me. Like, she just makes
a lot of
such poor
people,
decisions. She's
lost their
incompetent.
everything.
Yep. Right, if you were to remove or change people in power or adjust any of the rules on Animal Jam, would you do anything like that? Like, I'm talking beyond, like, Jam Bastard level.
If I could change any of the role, like, what do you mean by that?
Like, just any of the rules in general in the game, like, to the extent of what people can do, like, maybe change the chat, like, what people can type, or, you know, just
Okay,
change
you
around
know
some
what? It would be
Jambassadors.
great. It would be great if the chat was actually like all free chat.
Yeah, it would be great if I could actually, you know, type my username or type a simple word like
Yes! Oh
love
my
in the
gosh!
chat.
Or if I could advertise if I'm live streaming.
Yeah, like I guess I know why people do it because like sort of like I guess I shouldn't have advertised my stream yesterday because I was swearing all throughout the stream. So
Really?
yeah, so there was probably some like kids that you know I know one of the people was saying that the parents wouldn't allow them to watch. So yeah, I
Ooh.
kind of see why they're doing that, but I guess it's still sort of, you know, stupid. I don't know. Because I can't do anything off-site, you know? I can still play Animal Jam and I can still live stream, but when I'm advertising people to my live stream where I'm swearing, I guess that's sort of, you know, like they don't want that. But that's just me. I'm the only toxic Animal Jammer.
Well,
Um,
like, it's just, oh my gosh, it'd be so great if I
yeah.
could say, like, I love you to my friends or something.
Yeah, it's so stupid. The chat filters just. Do you know about a person, a streamer called Quackity? I did the raid on Animal
Yes.
Jam. But literally, once again, Kate was sat on her desk, being an actual imbecile for 2 days straight, and once she was streaming, just censoring every single word that has to do with like quackity or stuff like that. They kept, it was going live, the live stream. He kept thinking of new ways to put like quack, and Kate would just outright tell people to, you know, like censor the new ways of saying it. But we're watching the stream and just censoring every word. We're so like. It's just insane how much time they spend on like these shitty things that don't mean anything when they could be improving the game and the community. But yeah.
I agree. It's
Um
ridiculous.
right, where do you see your content heading in the future? You got any plans? I know you mentioned the series for YouTube, all the different series. What have you got anything else planned?
Not really. I just
Hmm.
know that each series is just gonna have a
Yeah.
different thumbnail, but like after I do, so like for example, my hacking video or my story times,
Mm-hmm.
um, I know for my story times, the background for my thumbnail is gonna be a computer, and then it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna have AJ's story time, and it's gonna have like whatever I'm gonna talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I'm gonna just try to make my thumbnails more creative than I have been in the
Mm-hmm.
past. Like I usually just slap something together. I'm like, okay, good
Mm-hmm.
enough. And then like but I'm gonna try to be more creative with it as I go
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, it'll definitely
If
improve. I mean, I can't exactly say I'm improving with my editing because I'm really not, but you know what? You try your best and you think of new ways to kind of like use things, you know, use different options.
well, see, I think in order to be like to be quote unquote famous,
Mm.
I don't think it matters if you edit your videos or not.
Yeah, I agree. I know what you mean.
I think it doesn't even matter if you use like a really good software or if you don't use a really good
Yeah.
software. Like I'm still gonna use Screencast-O-Matic
Yeah,
because it's
I saw that,
it's
yeah.
good quality.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I remember the first Animal Jam videos I made were on Screencast-O-Matic.
Well, to me it's super good quality and
Yeah.
I
And
know
it's
my way
really easy
around
to
it.
use, honestly. Like right now, you know when we started this not stream, podcast, I had a
Yeah.
load of issues with like setting it all up and stuff like that because I use this really complicated one now. It's for both streaming and recording in general. It's called Streamlabs OBS. It's what like Twitch streamers and stuff use. Like I don't know why I'm using such a sophisticated thing, but basically it helps with my mic so like it stops picking up background noise and things like that. So I guess it's alright for
Oh,
that, but it's so complicated in general. Just like you have to set like a specific path for your screen, a specific path for your voice, and you just like you have to mess around with it a lot. And it kind of bores me. But yeah,
it's
I mean,
like
as long as you're posting
I
content, you can use whatever you want.
oh yeah, and I just feel like everybody has to have like a nice camera, a nice setup, everything like that. And it's
Hmm.
like, no, I mean
Yeah.
that gives it
I
like a
was
nice
just
touch,
I was
but
just happy that I got a PC that could barely play Animal Jam, this year, the beginning of this year. I got my new PC at around Christmas, and just to, I had to save for my PC. I didn't get any money for Christmas, so that's why I couldn't, upload for so long. But once I finally got this PC, I feel like, I can just upload whatever I want.
right, exactly. And
Yeah.
it's like it's just so
And I
nice.
know I'm not that
I
consistent with my
absolutely
uploads, especially recently, so sorry about that. But I try, I spend a lot of time and effort into my videos because I need to like fact check everything and make sure it's all right. But yeah, it's just great you can like post wherever you want now, and it's just fun having a PC in general, being able to make content.
oh heck yeah.
Right, just the last question, I guess. I know you already kind of said it. You did say you want to become Jambasta, right?
Oh
What
heck
would
yeah.
be some things that you would want to focus on, like tell people about, because you would obviously have a large audience by then, and what would you want to improve on in the community, or what would you want to do?
So as a Jambassador, I would wanna like man, I feel like I'm doing a presidential
Mm,
campaign.
If I ever, just to let everyone know, if I because I know a load of people asked me on a stream yesterday as well, like telling me, oh, you should once you become famous, you should totally become a Jambassador. If Kate asked me to become a Jambassador, I would spit in her face. Okay, that's probably that's too violent, jeez. No, if she like reached out for a hand and asked me to, if I would like to become Jambasta, I would spit on her hand, It just
I would
disgusts me like
spit on
this.
her hand.
That was too like savage of the NGs. I need to stop. But yeah, carry on with what you would like, change, because I know you would obviously have a lot of power and stuff like that, but I would never want to support this. I don't want to say this game, but I would never want to support the people in power right now. Like, I would not want to be associated anywhere near those people. Not just for Jambassadors, but just for people in charge of the community management in general. I hate how they run the game.
I mean, like, I think what I would do
Mm.
is, honestly, because I know how more kids are becoming more depressed.
Yeah, it's a really big
So
issue.
I mean, I guess what I really want to do when I want to do this anyways. If I
Mhm.
become Jambassador or not, I just want to be a positive role
Yeah.
model. Like not a fake one, but like a real one. Like
Yeah.
everybody's like, "Oh my god, you're so real." Like,
Yeah,
"Oh my
that's
gosh,
one
this
thing.
is
Yeah, that's
great."
one thing I want to keep as well. Like, I feel like if I ever did want to, become a Jambasta, I would have to keep on the down low. I would not be able to swear, not be able to give my opinions on like drama or things. Like, I would literally lose the person I am, And I want to be able to, keep genuine, give all my opinions on things, just talk what's on my mind. But
I
yeah,
think Animal Jam just needs to create an 18 plus like
Animal
Animal
Jam
Jam
2.
place.
Animal Jam 2. It needs to happen.
Animal Jam sequel.
Animal Mustard.
Wait, what?
Ani-
Animal mustard?
yeah. Just think of another spread. Or
Ah!
animal ketchup, I don't know, one of the two. Well, yeah,
Animal
yeah,
Jam.
I feel like your views are like sort of similar to what Night Fury mentioned. Like, she would be like this sort of like Animal Jam therapist sort of person, like, just in general looking out for people.
That's what I want to be.
Yeah,
Night,
that would
we
be
gotta
really.
team up, man.
Yeah, I think you two would make great Jambastas, but if you ever do become them, because I honestly think, you two will definitely be able to one day, just, be really careful, especially with the people in charge, because I know, you obviously know my opinions on it, but I think you'll realise that, the people in charge, especially, one of them in particular. Really, you know, don't look for just to make the community great, but look for ways to benefit themselves. But yeah, I think it would bring a lot of good into the community. It would be great.
Oh, I would, if they tried changing me or whatever, I wouldn't at
Yeah.
all like fall for it.
Yeah, that'll be great. Right, well, I think we've come towards the end. I mean, I just
Woo!
want to give a shout out of the day because I've kind of, I guess I should probably include this like one of them in the middle and one of them at the end. But yeah, I just want to give a shout out of the day. So like, I'll basically give random followers that just comment something on the last one a shout out on the video. So yeah, massive shout out to Cold Drink. I think they were actually on they're from our Discord group and they're from the live stream from yesterday. They actually gave us some spikes to donate as well yesterday, so that was awesome. And in general, they're just a great person. I'm going to be making Cold Drink a moderator on my channel as well, so if you ever see him in the, you know, live video feed in the comments, feel free to say hi to him. So yeah, Cold Drink, you know, thanks in general for just being active on my channel. And there's the giveaway of the day as well. I'm not sure what colour spike. I think it's a purple shot I'm giving away. I can't remember what I've got. God damn it. I can't look at my account. Right, I think it's a purple shot, but if not, I'll include a picture towards the end of what spike is. So I'll have, if you want to enter that, look on the pinned comment. Don't just comment, you know, your username. Look on the pinned comment. There'll be like 2 questions you have to answer, and then, you know, I'll pick a random winner by the end of the week. So yeah, that's a spike giveaway. I think it's a purple shot, but I'm not too sure on that. I'll double check. But yeah, thanks so much for coming on, Jojo. It honestly, like, it means a lot that you managed to, because you had to set an alarm for today, right? I mean, I did as well, but you did.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it was great. I'm up and I'm ready.
Yeah, it was amazing, you know, having you on, because I know we've known each other for a really long time, but it's nice to, you know, kind of talk some more, I guess,
Yeah.
and, you know, it's good to, like, sort of find out about more people, and I sort of want, you know, I sort of want you to get more recognition as well, because I know you'll make a, you know, you've got a great channel up and running already, and I'm excited to see where it goes. So yeah, thanks for coming on. Thank you so much. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This is episode 2. I don't want to name the episodes in case my voice just broke again. God damn it, I need to end this. I don't want to name the episodes in case I have to like delete one or change the order of 2 around. But yeah, this is the 2nd episode. Comment below people you would like to see on. I could try get them on, even if they hate me. I could still hit them up. But yeah, just comment people you would like to see on. Preferably, you know, famous jammers or non-famous. It's up to you. I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to get some of like the, you know, top people. But I'm gonna also ask around some of my friends, and yeah.
Woot moo.
I'd love to have him on. I'm actually gonna ask him. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna ask my friend Pleble, who I've known for quite a number of years. So yeah, that might be the next episode. I'm not too sure on that yet. I've only had girls on so far. But that's fine, you know.
Ooh, cats.
Should name this the AJ Dating Podcast Simulation.
Oh no!
No, but guys, no. I will have a male on eventually. But yeah, thanks to everyone that came along, you know, if you listen to this, you know, just whilst playing Animal Jam or things like that. Hope you're excited.
I know who
for
you
the
could
other
put on
podcasts.
here.
Who?
Momo.
Momo. God damn it. I hate the Momo meme. It's so creepy. Anyway, say bye, I guess. See you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you for watching.